Yo, hey, how's it going, everybody? So today we are January 11th, 2024. Today I am going to talk about how I won my sexuality number 2. So this is how I won my sexuality part 2. I remember filming how I won my sexuality part 1 in 2021. It was very spontaneous. I just wanted to film the video, get it done. I wanted to feel it through the best I can, so the video is a good feeling. I think it's also how I vision what I'm about to say, how I tell the story, and I think that the feeling is important to if you all enjoy the video or not. And it was a Yo, hey, so the video just cut out. I'm filming this video on my phone. The video just cut out because there was not enough stockage on my phone, so I deleted a few videos and I started the video again. So let's get into it. This is how I won my sexuality part 2. We are today January 24th, January 11th, 2024. So I'm going to be talking, first of all, let's start with the easy peasy. Let's start off with just a kiss. All of my experiences about just a kiss. Is this all you want? Is this what you all want? I think this is all you all want. I think this is what you all want. I was getting like, oh my god, schizophrenic, as if it's ghosting me, it's paranormal, it's gossip. Do you all know what gossip is? They're gossiping about me and my sexuality. I swear they are. Gossiping about me and my sexuality. So it was like getting gossiped around. It feels like getting bullied around. Anyways, so I decided to make this video, which was not easy to get it going. It was not easy to get talking about my sexuality going online. But once it's done, once it's there, it's just like having a groove over talking about sexuality, for example. So I wanted to start off with just a kiss. So I remember, first of all, my first kiss. What is my first kiss? I don't know. I don't see myself as really having a first kiss. I forgot to write down about one, though. Okay, let me write down this one. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Okay, so hopefully I get to tell you all of my experiences without neglecting any details or any of them. Without neglecting any of my experiences and any of the details, hopefully I get to tell you all of it. So just a kiss. I remember the first kiss, I think, is valid inside my head. Maybe it's kissing my dog, kissing my mom on the cheek, kissing my dad, kissing my dog. But besides my dog, I gave my dog so many kisses when I was young. Oh yeah, it definitely counts. But besides that, you know what I'm trying to mean. You know what I say. So when I was in primary school, I remember sleeping in my dad's backyard with a few of my friends. And we were playing truth or dare. And one of the dare was to kiss my friend. So I guess that was it. I just gave her it's a fucking dare. So I gave a little peck. I gave a little peck on her lips, and so did she, because we both had to kiss each other. It wasn't me kissing her and being weird. It wasn't her being weird. It wasn't her being weird and kissing me. It was a dare, so we both had to kiss each other. We were like maybe 3 or 4 girls in my dad's backyard, and we had to kiss each other as a dare. So we just did it. A little peck. Mwah. Over, little peck, mwah, over. And that was my first kiss, I suppose. A little peck on the lips, mwah, over. Back in primary school as a truth or dare, and it was a dare. I think this is a truth or dare moment. I dare you to tell you how you won your sexuality, and it has to be truthful, and that's what I'm doing. I'm being truthful about how I want my sexuality, and this feels like a dare because I'm getting a bit played and bullied and pushed around, just like my first kiss. Mwah. It was probably peer pressure. I feel peer pressure to make this video whatsoever it's relieving once it's done. You don't need to know anything else about me because the video is here. The video is there for you. You want to know how I won my sexuality? Watch the video. My first kiss, a little peck on the lips back in primary school as a dare. Mwah. We were in a tent in the backyard, maybe 3 or 4 girls having a sleepover. We were having a sleepover in primary school in my dad's backyard in a tent, and that was a dare. Mwah. Little peck. So, the second kiss was when I was at the boarding school, when I was in high school. The second kiss, I think I was 16 years old. The second kiss is the time I got drunk. I got drunk for the first time, and I had like a bad experience. So I got drunk for the first time. I had a bad experience. I was 16 years old getting drunk for the first time at my friend's house. I was at my friend's house. I got drunk for the first time with her. She had in her closet 2 bottles of tequila and rum. It was tequila and rum in plastic water bottles. So she took some of her mom's tequila and rum and she hid it in her closet. And then I came to her place for a school project, which we did. But at nighttime, she got the rum and the vodka out, and I started chugging the vodka in the plastic bottle. And I was just chugging and chugging the vodka because I was a clown. I was reckless. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just gonna chug the freaking vodka. I'm just gonna chug the freaking vodka. It was in a plastic bottle. I don't know. I'm wild and free. I'm crazy. I'm chugging the vodka. So I just chugged the vodka, and I ended up getting drunk for the first time. That's how I got drunk for the first time with my friend. And she took advantage of me. I'm like, whoa, are you a lesbian? Are you a lesbian? I asked my friend. Now I'm asking my friend, are you a lesbian? Because she started kissing me. I was so drunk, and then she started kissing me on the lips, like making out. I was not kissing her back. I was just drunk. We were going to both sleep in her bed, which we did, but we kept our clothes on. I kept my clothes on, and so did she. I was sleeping on the side of the bed. Like, don't touch me. I was sleeping on the side of the bed, and I was like, oh my God, I'm just gonna wake up next morning. I think we had 2 blankets though. I was like, can you have your blanket and I have my blanket? I think I slept at her place twice. Good question. Was it just one that I slept at her place or twice? Whatsoever. The last time is the time that I got drunk because I probably never went there ever again. So I got drunk and we kept her clothes on, and I was laying on the bed and she started making out with me. I was drunk, okay? I probably said a few things I wish I didn't say because it went against the current. I was like, I don't know. I woke up next morning like, don't touch me, not funny. I woke up next morning, I was just laying on the bed like, what if she's on top of you and you can't really like, I was not in a coma, I could have just got up, but I was like, oh my God, I'm drunk, I'm in a semi-coma because I don't give a fuck. You're the one on top of me, kissing me, making out with me while I'm not even responding. I was just a funny clown. I was being a clown about her going in my pants, but she's a rapist, eh? I was being a funny clown about her going in my pants, but I told her, like, I don't know, but no is no. I was like, she's a lesbian. I'm not even kissing you back, Claudel. I said her name. I'm gonna have to beep her name. I said her name, I have to beep her name. Anyways, so I woke up next morning, I was hangover. It felt like I was on a boat. So that was the first time I got drunk. It felt like I was dizzy on a boat. I remember puking in her garbage. She had a garbage. I puked in her garbage. The garbage leaked all over the bed and she had to change the bed sheets. And I remember next morning her mom made me a soup. I remember we went to shop for clothes. I remember purchasing a shirt. We went shopping for clothes a bit and I puked in the car. So they had a plastic bag and at least I puked in the bag instead of everywhere in the car. So we went shopping and I remember puking in a bag in the car and we threw the bag full of my vomit in the garbage. my friend's mom was there. And at least I did not puke all over in the car. I kept that experience inside for, I don't know, a few weeks. Because I was drunk. So because I was hangover, I did not have the feel. I did not want to just talk about it. I wanted to say something to my friend, but I was hangover. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait a few days until I'm feeling like approaching the subject over what happened last night, you know? I'm gonna wait a few days to approach the subject over what happened. Because I was hangover, I was puking everywhere, I was not feeling too hot. That's the first time I got drunk. The next day I was hangover, not feeling too hot, and I did not want to approach the subject. I did not want to approach what happened the previous night because I was too hangover. Then I tried approaching the subject with my friend, and my friend was not on the same wavelength. So the reason that I did not care is that if my friend is on the same wavelength, once we start talking about what happened that night, then we're good. But she was not on the same wavelength. So it means that if I approach the subject with my friend and she's cool with me, we're good, it's nothing, it's stupid, I was just being a clown. Like, if she's stupid and she's being a clown and she knows what happened inside her head and I know what happened inside my head, I know what happened inside my head. How about you? I asked my friend. And my friend did not know what happened inside her head because I was like, I'm okay with what happened inside my head. How about you? Are we on the same wavelength? And she was not okay about what happened inside her head. So, ew, she was a lesbian, not me. And to be honest, no, I did not want to go talk to a psychiatrist about it because all they do is stir up some shit. So I would feel like I would have to go see a psychologist or a psychiatrist with my friend and I to solve the problem. I'd rather not make a big deal about it, and that is my right, since she does not want to talk about it, and neither do I anymore. I'm the one that approached the subject about what happened that night with her, just to clear things up. As long as things are clear and we're good, we're gonna still be friends. Things were not clear and not good, and I was not able to get my things around. So if I'm not able to clear my things with her and I'm not able to have my things around, then I have a problem. Why don't you go see a psychiatrist or a psychologist or ask for help, Gabrielle? Because I said so. I decided to keep it to myself and to have things going a little bit different. So I stayed friends with that girl, but I kept hanging out with her, but that night never got cleared up. What happened that night in between us never cleared up. Maybe she could go say anything about me. She has that friend has a different group of friends, and maybe she says anything she wants about me to her different group of friends. I remember going to one of her friends' house. Whatever, she has her own life with other people. She was just a friend that I met. I remember hearing her name the first year I went to the boarding school, and it was a bit schizophrenic. Like, oh, I know this name. Like, it was a bit in my subconscious. Sometimes they believe it. When you hear someone's name and it's a bit in your subconscious, maybe it's a sign. So I'm like, maybe it was meant to be a friend. Maybe she was meant to be a friend. And even if we had a little like misunderstanding about what happened that night in between us, I don't hang out with all of her friends. I just hang out with her. And we were more friends the second year. We started being friends the second year I was at the boarding school, and we were even friends the third year. The third year I was at the boarding school. The first year I was at that high school, the second year I was at that high school, the first year I was at that high school, I was not her friend. Yet, the second year I was at that high school, I was started to be her friend. And the last year I was at that high school, I was her friend. And then I graduated. I was 3 years at that high school. So that was one of my stories. That's not just a kiss. That's making out. The first time someone maked out with me, I was drunk and she started making out, and I was laying on her bed and I was not even doing anything. And she even, it's rape. I think she even put her hand in my pants and nothing really happened. I remember, like, I don't even have to move. I was being a clown about not even moving. You know when you're drunk, you don't think the same? And it was the first time I got drunk. I was being a clown about just laying on the bed and not even moving. I don't even have to move. You could do anything you want down there. I don't even have to move. I don't even have to move. I'm just drunk. I'm a clown. I don't even have to move. If I really wanted to, I could just get up, you know? I don't even have to move. So if she don't do anything, she don't do anything. And if she does something, she does something. She was on top of me, making out with me. I remember saying a guy's name. I remember saying a guy's name and pretending that my friend was the guy. That's the type of clown I was. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say a guy's name from school that we gossiped about. So I said a guy's name. I said a guy's name. Oh my god, it's the word gossip that makes my psyche go weird. So anyways, gossip is something I would say another time. I wanted to talk about gossiping, but let me get to it. So I remember my friend was laying on top of me, and I said a guy's name from school because we talked about guys. It's not gossiping about guys, it's just talking about them. Which guy do you think is attractive? So that's the kind of girl-like mentality we had. Oh, this guy is attractive. That guy is attractive. Ha 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 ha. That's what all kids do in school. Which guy do you think is attractive, Gabrielle? And Gabrielle just picked a guy. So I'm gonna pick this guy as the guy I think is attractive and just tag along the culture. So the culture is to pick a guy you think is attractive, and I did the same. I'm like, oh, this is the guy I think is attractive, and then I just tagged along, and I just went for, that's the guy I think is attractive, and then I said his name. As my friend was laying on me, making out with me, I said the guy's name I think is attractive. Yeah, that's the guy I think is attractive. I'm gonna say his name. Oh, I was like, is this you, my friend? No, it's the guy I think is attractive. She was making out with me. I said the guy's name. I said the guy's name from school we go to together. The guy I think is attractive. I said his name. As my friend was making out with me, I said the guy's name. So I was being a clown. Like, no, it's not you, my friend. It's the guy I think is attractive from school, because I just said his name out loud. You know that guy from school I think is attractive? Is this him? Is this him making out with me? Oh crap, it's my friend! She's a lesbian! She's a lesbian! It's my friend, she's a lesbian! Anyways, that was that for that story, and it never cleared up. I can't clear up that story when I talk to my friend about that story. And that's that. I cleared up the story for me, because if I cleared up the story for me, I remember typing the story to my friend's mom. During COVID-19, I was going psychiatry crazy. I typed down the story to my friend's mom, and I sent it, and that was probably one step, a stepping stone. It was relieving a stepping stone. Now I told the story to all of you online. I'm telling the story to the whole wide world. And it's relieving. That's one of my mentalities. I'm not sure how many details. I probably gave off more details when I typed down the story to my friend's mom. But you know what? If the story come back along about us making out the first time I got drunk, we weren't making out. She was making out with me as I was drunk. I could give off more details. So I'm happy to just put the story there, to just puke the story, to get it out the way. And I remember I probably believe in all of the details as well. As long as I just get it out the way. Get it out the way for starts. And I'm happy that I typed down the story to my friend's mom and I just sent it. And that's that. I learned that my friend, which I'm not going to say her name, I learned that my friend got raped. I remember her telling me in 2018, she came to see me in 2018 at my dad's place. And I was, 20 years old, and she told me that we were smoking a cigarette in the backyard, and she told me that she got raped. Was it 2018? I think it was 2019. 2019, before I moved out to my new apartment, my friend told me she got raped when she was a child by her dad. So that blew my mind. Anyways, maybe that's why she's weird. She was trying to rape me. She was trying to rape me when I was 16. When we were 16 years old, my friend tried to rape me, and then when I was 16 years old, my friend told me. When I was 16 years old, my friend tried to rape me, and then when I was 20 years old, the same friend told me that she got raped by her dad when she was a child. And I got weird inside my head during COVID-19, like, whoa, did my dad rape me? I was having the visualization that my dad raped me during COVID-19. I made a post on Instagram that my dad raped me. It's probably Claudel's dad, and it's psychiatric. It's Claudel's dad. It's Claudel's dad that... Oh, I said her name. It's my friend's dad. It's my friend's dad. It's my friend's dad that raped her. It's my friend's dad that raped her. And then during COVID-19, I wrote a post on Instagram. I was getting weird about my wires inside my head. And I wrote a post on Instagram. And I said that my dad raped me when I was young. And I had a vague souvenir. But it's probably Claudel. Claudel is the one that raped me just a bit. Claudel raped me just a bit when I was 16 years old. And it's probably not Claudel's dad that raped her. It's Claudel that raped me. And she pretends it's my dad through saying that it's her dad. I don't know, okay? Stuff like that. So, I would move on now. I feel relieved that I got this story out the way. Probably next time when the story comes back around, it's probably going to be even more clear and well said. So, moving on to Just a Kiss. Just a Kiss. I can make a part 3. Okay, so the time I got drunk, 2018, there's prom. So I was 16 years old when it was prom. So I was 16 years old, there was prom night, and I remember that prom night I got kissed by 3 boys. Anyways, that's another story. I got kissed by 3 boys during prom night. We were all in a circle and I got kissed to the left, kissed to the right, and we were all kissing each other. So that's one experience. So I'm gonna move on now more quickly. Prom night, I got kissed by 3 boys to the left, to the right. Then online dating. I decided to start dating online just to get some experience when I was a little bit sick. I was sick. I was 20 years old. 21 years old. At 20 years old, I started using Tinder. Do you all know what Tinder is? I started using Tinder just to get some experience, just to date around and see how things are, just for fun, just to get out, just to have a bit of experience. I remember in 2018, the friend that was making out with me, you know that friend I got drunk with for the first time? She moved near Ottawa. She moved in the Gatineau region. Everybody's gonna know who she is. Is that okay? Anyways, that friend moved near the Ottawa. She moved in Gatineau, and she started going to the University of Ottawa in 2018. As I started l'Asté collégiale. I started l'Asté collégiale in 2018, the police program, and my friend moved around the region on the Gatineau side in a small apartment with her boyfriend, and she went to University of Ottawa. I don't know, because she's from a way different region, away. And then she moved close to here with her boyfriend. And she came to see me. And then she influenced me. Like, of course you influenced me, my friend. And my friend influenced me over Tinder, Sexuality. That's it. She was a influence over Sexuality and Tinder. Since she got to me somewhere inside my head, I'm like, I'd rather rip off the Band-Aid. Just get rid of it. Rip off the Band-Aid, get rid of it, and move on. Well, yeah, she did influence me, that friend, but I agree with her. I was sick, and I just wanted to rip off the Band-Aid myself. So she did influence me to get it done somewhere psychiatric, because she was with her boyfriend, and she was having sex, and she was going to school, and I just wanted to get it done as well. Which is my move and my choice. I was sick. I was 20 years old. At 20 years old, I experimented with Tinder a bit. I probably went on 2-3 Tinder dates. I remember some of them. So, I remember going on, first of all, 2 Tinder dates. And the first one, I don't know, we just saw each other, we hanged out, it was over, it was just a meet up with a stranger, see what happens, over. The second Tinder date, I remember us meeting up. I remember getting kissed. Did I see this guy once or twice? I'm stupid enough to believe it's such a big deal if it's once or twice, but actually I did not really care. It's just a meet up with a stranger. I was probably getting lonely. I was in the police program. He kissed me, and I'm like, yo, he was sending me hearts all the time. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna cut the relationship now. I never want to see you ever again. Bye. And that was my experience. What if he wants to keep seeing me and I don't want to keep seeing him? Well, just say goodbye to him. Gabrielle, just say goodbye to him, which I did. Goodbye, you got to kiss me. What did you get out of me? You got to kiss me. The end, goodbye. I just goodbye him. So anyways, that was it. That was 2018, and around December 2018, I started my l'Asté Collégial program. I started a new program at l'Asté Collégial College. But anyways, I met up with another person in 2018, but it wasn't just kissing. So, suspense, what happened during 2018 during that experience? So I'm going to move on now to just kissing. Do I have anything else I'm going to keep moving on with my just kissing. Do I have anything else to say? 2019. I think that's it. So, that was the kissing. So my kissing goes from Adair back in primary school. Kissing. Who did I kiss? So I kissed my mom, my dad, my dog. And then kissing. Back in primary school, I kissed a friend as a dare. And I got someone making out with me the first time I got drunk afterwards. Then for prom in 2015, I got kissed by 3 boys. Okay, so my prom in 2015, I got kissed by 3 boys, and then in 2018, another guy kissed me. A Tinder date. In 2018, it was a Tinder date, and he kissed me. It was over. No longer wanted to see him ever again. Oh, there was another one. There's another one. Another kiss was in 2019. I remember going clubbing with another one of my friends, and I was just hanging outside. I was smoking a cigarette. I don't know. I just wanted a moment for myself as they were still in the club dancing, or I don't know, something weird happened, and one of the guys my friend was with punched someone in the face. I don't know. And then I was just outside smoking a cigarette. Then a guy passed by, and he was like, "Yo, hey, how's it going? Who are you?" And then we exchanged phone numbers. And I was like, "Okay, I got your phone number. You got mine. That's that." And I don't know, we stopped seeing each other that night, and I went back to see my friend and the 2 guys. She was with 2 guys, and those 2 guys were her guys. Like, I went to see back my friend and the 2 guys she was with, and we were 4 total together, and we were just hanging out. And then I still got that guy's number on my phone, and then at some point, I think it was during summer 2019, my friend, the one I got drunk with that friend from high school, the one I got drunk with for the first time, she came in 2019 to see me. That's the time she told me she got raped by her dad in the backyard as we were smoking a cigarette. And she told me she got raped by her dad, and we also went to see the friend. The guy I met with my other friend at the club that I got his number, we went to go see. I'm like, "Hey, I got someone's number. Should we go over there, see how it is? Should we go over there?" And then that's what we did. So we hopped on a taxi together, and we went to go meet up with those guys. The guy that I got his phone number at the club with my other friend. I went with the friend I got drunk with for the first time, the friend from my high school, the friend that made out with me, the friend that raped me, the lesbian, what? And then we went to meet up. We went to meet up with that group of guys, and the guy that gave me his number at the club, vice versa. We exchanged a kiss. I think it was the second time I got to date him or something. So the first time I just went to see him was on Canada Day, I believe. In 2019, the Canada Day, I went to see him and we met up for the first time in Canada Day after meeting each other at the club. After meeting each other at the club and exchanging number, we met up in 2019. In 2019 on Canada Day just to hang out. Nothing really happened. Then I got to meet up with him again with my friend from high school and his group of friends. And my friend ended up totally having sex. My friend had sex with one of the the one that gave me his number. My friend had sex with one of his friends. And they just had sex in, the guy that gave me his number, they had sex in his room. His friend and my friend. And that night I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm just weird. We're talking about sexuality and we just kissed. It wasn't for real. It was just fake. It was just fake because I was just fucking around, because my friend was influencing me. My friend went pretty hardcore. The friend from high school, because she was straight up now having sex with one of the guy friends, and she was cheating. On top of that, she was cheating. On top of that, she had a boyfriend and she cheated with a friend. She cheated with the friend of that guy, and I don't know. She had a boyfriend on top of that. And that was in 2019. So my friend did not pass school in 2018, and she decided to try going to school in the region again, like last second in 2019. She decided to move in a house or a small she decided to move in a place with other people. She decided to move in someone's home, in a room in someone's home, and to pay rent during 2019. And then she went to La Cité Collégiale College, which she did not pass yet. Which she did not pass because she got pregnant, and on top of that she was smoking weed and she was back in a relationship. Anyways, I would get confused. Is it 2018, 2019? Is this story about you, Gabrielle, or about your friend? Well, I mean, my friend was influencing me about sexuality. She kind of raped me. I don't know. So I used it to my advantage. If sexuality is so friggin' intimidating, I'd rather just get it done. To me, sexuality was intimidating, and I just wanted to rip off the band-aid, get it done, and move on. Which I'm happy I did, because I'm moving on with my career. It's no longer a burden to my mind. So, anyways, I could try to clear up all this story another time because it's confusing within my wires inside. So, I would move on now to my sexual experiences. I had six sexual experiences. So, we're going to go through each and single one of them. This is my 6 sexual experiences. So, first of all, I would go for either englobing. This is not just kissing now. It's no longer easy peasy just kissing. It's about englobing. Or you put in parentheses, penetration. So that has to do with your uterus and his penis. And to be honest, I would not use the word penetrating. I would use the word, for me, englobing. So what I saw online, I saw this word. I no longer remember exactly which word it is, but it's the word that has to do with your uterus englobing his penis. So it's no longer about the action of him putting his penis inside your uterus. It's about the action of you having a uterus and englobing his penis. So it's not about him. It's not about him and his penis. It's about you and your uterus. So I'm gonna go for, it's no longer now about those kissing, easy peasy kissing. Now it's holding hand kissing. Now we're gonna go for englobing. Englobing, how many penises did I englobe in my uterus? How many penises did I englobe in my uterus? And it's also about oral sex. So oral sex and englobing. And we're gonna try to stay princessy, Prince Charming now. Okay, so I just wanted to get it I remember just wanted to get it done. So experience number 1. The first experience was just to get some experience, and it involves gossiping. So I was with the friend I got drunk. It was prom night. I was with the friend I got from high school, the friend I got drunk with for the first time. So what I wanted to do, I got that prom night. I got kissed by 3 boys. I don't know. I did drink alcohol and all that stuff. I can say I could lie to myself if I want to, or I think it went pretty fine. And you can say, no, Gabrielle, it did not go okay to you, which is just to play in my head, because I could say now to everybody worldwide that yes, it did go okay to me, whether they like it or not. I tell them, yes, I'm okay. To me, yes, psychologically, I did win my sexuality. I did not lose my virginity. No, I won my sexuality. It's a mental state. It's mental, psychological, and I'm happy to give it to all of you. In my psychology, I won my sexuality. I did not lose anything. So, prom experience number 1, there was oral sex. We went in the woods. I will go for no englobing. There was kissing and oral sex. Done. Experience number 2 was in 2018. I just went for, I was getting influenced by one of my friends, but she does not have to know anything about what I'm doing. So I decided to use Tinder just for me and not let her know about anything. I don't have to let her know how anything went. I do not, because okay, so let me go back to prom and my friend. So prom and my friend, I told her just a bit. Yeah, something happened in between us. Yeah, we were, the both of us, the guy and me, alone together, and something happened in between of us. Then my friend was so eager to know if I lost my virginity. Well, it's mental and psychological. So if I tell you, my friend, if I lost my virginity to you, maybe I did. Maybe I did, because it's psychological. So I said to my friend, no, there's just something that happened in between. There's just a little bit something that happened in between of us, somewhere like alone, and it had to do with oral sex and kissing. It had to do, first of all, kissing, then oral sex, then no. My friend was just bugging me. Gabrielle, I need to know if you lost your virginity or not. Then no, I'd rather not tell you. That's gossiping. So my friend to this day keeps gossiping. She wanted the rude, mean crunch. So it was gossip. What irritated me so much was the gossip and the rude crunch instead of the compassion. So it was just the gossip. So my friend was there and she just wanted to know so eagerly if I lost my virginity or not, and I decided to not tell her. I did not tell her. I just said a little something happened in between us. I said nothing too clear happened in between us, just a little something, and she was eager to know. She kept picking at me. She wanted to know what happened in between us, and I decided to not tell her. Why do you need to know so bad? Because you're gonna go gossip, eh? You're gonna go gossip to everyone about what I just told you about. It's about the rude crunch. She would crunch me, just like she enjoys the gossip about me, and she would keep burning me inside my head. She would keep burning me inside my head about it. So I'm happy I did not tell her anything, because to this day she bugs me inside my head, that girl. So anyway, so that was about the gossip. So what I learned about that experience, that specific one that I had just for me during prom night with that guy, is that I'd rather keep it to me. I'd rather keep it to me because the gossip is unbearable. What I learned from my friend and the prom night and that night, it's the gossip. I learned the gossip about sexuality was unbearable to me. And my friend had sex that night. Prom night, my friend, she became a slut. She became a whore. She's a prostitute. She became a slutty, whore, prostitute. She told me that one time. Now I'm gossiping about her. She told me that one time she had sex with like 30 guys. 30 guys. And now she has a baby, by the way. I'd rather not make my life about her, but she was haunting me. Anyways, what was unbearable was the gossip about me, because I'm not there gossiping about her. I let her be. I'm like, peace to you. If that's how you want to live your life, going to have sex at a young age with a bunch of boys and guys. I think she even tried a girl. She tried being bisexual, lesbian, and she tried guys and girls and having sex with a bit anyone. I remember when when I first started hanging out with her, she was a virgin. She wasn't virgin, so was I. And then after we started, when we first met up and started hanging out and being friends, she was a virgin, and so was I. At least that's what I believed. Like, it was like we were all virgin back in high school. But then she told me that she possibly got raped by her dad when she was a child. Anyways, it was very confusing. So, it's not even about her. I'm gonna let her be. It's about me. I would not gossip about her so much because it's irritating. Why would I do that? And she had sex during prom night, my friend, and she kept picking at me to know if I had sex too, which I'm like, no, I don't want to let you know. You're just gonna go gossip everywhere. So what I learned from experience is that I'd rather her not know how I'm going to win my sexuality and instead of lose my virginity. So my headspace, my mentality was win your sexuality psychologically, mentally, instead of losing your virginity in a mean, disturbed manner. So that's what I did. I went to win my sexuality. And then I won my sexuality in 2018. I was 20 years old. It was fall time, autumn, fall time. And I won my sexuality in 2018. I remember my friend probably influencing me a bit. I decided to not tell her anything. I was all alone. It's all on me. I was on my Tinder account. It was just for me, that experience. And she still does not know to this day. And you're all gonna know that I won my sexuality in 2018 with her. When she's gonna watch the video, she's gonna know with all of you, the whole wild world and my friends, all of you, the whole wild world and my fans, that I won my sexuality, in 2018. I won my sexuality in 2018, and it was just, okay, let's have sex. It was Tinder. We just chatted a bit. So you go on Tinder, and then you decided, if we meet up and we're good, could we have sex together? So you could go on Tinder on your phone and decide to meet up with a guy, and the intent was to have sex together. And if you have a good time, well, you could just keep it going. If you're having fun having sex together, you could meet up a few times with him before having sex with him, or you could just dive into it, which is what I did. I just dived into it, got it done. So I met up. The story is that I contacted him on Tinder. Then we just chatted a bit on Tinder. Then I went to meet up, and nobody knew. I told nobody that I went to go see that guy. I probably told my mom, I'm gonna go somewhere on the bus, and you don't even have to know what I'm about to do. And nothing too specific, nothing that plays in my head. The goal was to have nothing playing in my head. They would play in my head. They would gossip about me. I told nobody, and it went all right. I went there, and it involves englobing and oral sex, and I just got it done. Did I want to keep seeing him? No, whatsoever. This year I saw him again. I went to the spa this year, and I saw him again. It's been like 4 years now. That was 2018. Now we're in 2024. 2024. It's been 4 years. It's been 5 years. How many years now? It's been 5 years, eh? It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years since I won my sexuality with him. And I saw him at the spa, Koina, the other day. I saw him at the spa, and I said hi to him, and we just shook hands. So I remember seeing the guy I won my sexuality with randomly at the spa this year. The spa, it was probably December. It was in December last month. I saw the guy I won my sexuality with. The first guy that I englobed his penis. I saw him in December again. I saw him twice. The first time I saw him was the time I englobed his penis, and that's how I won my sexuality over. And the second time I saw him was in December 2023. So the first time I saw him was in autumn, fall 2018. I was 20 years old. 2018, and then it's been 5 years now. And I saw him in December 2023. And it's been 5 years and I haven't seen him. I saw him twice total, and I said hi to him, and we shook hands. I said, hey, is it you that I saw? Is it you I said, hi, is it you? Do you remember? I told him my name and all of that. We just shook hands. Then, yeah, it's him. Yes, it's him. Anyways, that's a story for another time. So, moving on. I will leave that at that. Now, after in 2018, after I won my sexuality in 2018, I took the bus back home. I remember stopping at Subway and just eating a Subway. And I question if I'm okay. Am I okay in 2018? And yeah, I'm just okay, because it's about if anything plays in your head. So I remember when I was leaving his place and walking away. And I was questioning if anything was playing in my head more than anything. Is there anything playing in my head, or am I free to walk away? I was free to walk away. There was nothing playing in my head. It felt like a burden off my chest. Like, it felt like I was just the same. I was just the same walking in than walking out. So I walked in there, I won my sexuality, I walked out, nothing happened. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be calm, peaceful. It feels like nothing even happened. I walked in there, I won my sexuality, I walked out. I'm the same person. I did not become a total different person after walking in, winning my sexuality, and walking out. Maybe it builds up. Maybe it builds up as time goes by, but I was still the same person. So I remember taking the bus back home, eating at Subway. I was still peaceful and okay. Maybe those things catch up. All those sexual experiences, kissing, making out, holding hands, englobing penises in your uterus, oral sex. It probably all catches up, but I was happy to have a foundation of experience. Actually, I'm done for good. After COVID-19, I'm done for good. I could be asexual for the rest of my life and keep working on my project. I would keep working on myself. I would see it as a psychological, mental burden, getting uplifted. I would remain asexual just to keep going about my day and my life and myself, because I get to become a yoga teacher if I want to. I get to dance around all I want. I get to cook myself some food. I get to do anything I want. I get to go to joggings. It no longer takes so much mental space inside my head because I just got it done. I get to move on about my day. I'm free. So that was that. So my third experience. So my oral sex and englobing experiences. The first one was prom night. The second one was in 2018. The third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth one are in 2019. So in 2019, I had my first sex friend. I was going to move on during autumn fall time. This is a good story. So I met up with this guy around the time I was moving to my new apartment in Hall. So I was moving from my dad in 2019 to a apartment in Hall. Claudel was around. Claudel decided to, my friend was around. My friend from high school, the one I got drunk with and kind of raped me. She was around, and she decided to move in the region, and she decided last second to go to l'Université collégiale and to start a program. I started my program at the Audio Recording Academy, and I started my program at the Audio Recording Academy. And that was a music program, and my friend decided last second, she was talking to me on the phone, oh yeah, should I go to l'Université collégiale? Should I go to the college, the Franco-Ontarian College from Ontario? I'm like, go, yeah, I don't care, you could just do it, if you want to do it for you. If you want to do it for you. And she decided to move in a place, someone's home. She decided to move in someone's home, in someone's room, and to pay rent there and to go to that college. Anyways, it's not even about her. Maybe she was influencing me a bit, which is okay because I was going with the flow. My friend is sleeping around so much. It impacts me. How much my friend was sleeping around was impacting me. But I decided to just get it done because it's such a weight on my shoulder that I would just get it done the best I can. So in 2019, when I was going to move out to my new apartment, I met up with we already had access to the new apartment, but I was not moved in yet. I had the keys to the new apartment, but we weren't moved in yet. And then I met up for the first time with my first sex friend, and we decided to meet up, and we went on a longboard ride. So I think I took the bus downtown with my longboard. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I took the bus downtown with my longboard, and he was on his bike. I don't even remember exactly where we met up, but we met up somewhere downtown, and he was on his bike, and I had my longboard, and we decided to go on the bike trails, and he was pulling me with, I don't know, the strap of his backpack. I had to hold on to the straps of his backpack. I was on the longboard, and he was pulling me on his bike, and he was holding with his hand, or maybe I was the one holding it. I think I was the one holding it in my hand, a stick with a GoPro. So he had a stick with a GoPro, and we decided to film a video, which I edited. So he sent me the clips, and that sex friend was a lot on his phone. And he had a GoPro with a stick, and we decided to make a video, and he sent me all the clips of the videos he took, and I decided to edit them, and we hanged out a lot. We went biking around a lot. I remember us biking to a lake. I remember us biking around a lot. I remember us going to a bar on a bike in the middle of the night. We biked around so much. He gave me a good motivation to bike around. I was biking around as well a lot. I started biking around a lot. I remember biking to school. I remember biking to the Audio Recording Academy school, to downtown Ottawa, to meet up with my friend that was going to La Cité Collégiale College. My friend was with her boyfriend. And she ended up getting pregnant in December 2019. And then it was COVID-19. So anyways, that was the sex friend. I was hanging with the sex friend. I was hanging out with the sex friend for perhaps 1 month to 2 months. I would say 1 month, the September. The first time I met my sex friend, it was in September. The first time I met my sex friend, which is my third sexual oral sex and englobing sexual experiences. My third oral sex and englobing sexual experience. My third one is the sex friend, and we met up in September 2019, and I think we hang in September and perhaps a bit October, maybe 1 month to 1 month and a half. That's the last time we hanged out, and I had a good time. I was also going to work. I remember going to work on my bike. I tried going to work on my bike and coming back home on my bike and all that, and he was biking around a lot himself. Anyways, now I'm gonna move on to my fourth sexual experience. So it was all the rest of my sexual experiences that implicate englobing a penis inside my uterus and oral sex are in 2019, from September, October, November. So the last time was November 1st. The last time I had sex, or the last time, it's not even sex, so let me get to it. So my fourth sexual experience, nobody knew. I decided to not tell anyone, and nobody knew, and nobody has to know. And I just experienced on Tinder with someone, and it was a one-night stand. That was my one-night stand. It's not even a sex run, it's a one-night stand. 2019, experience number 4. Nobody knew. I just tried something out. It has to do with oral sex and englobing. Experience number 5, the second to last one, it was in 2019, probably in October. The fourth one was in October. The third one was September, October. The fourth one was October probably. And the fifth one was probably October as well. Nobody knew. It was a one-night stand. It had to do with oral sex and englobing. And the sixth one, the second one, was on November 1st. I remember it was November 1st, 2019. It was the last sexual experience I went for. And it was November 1st, 2019. And it has to do mostly with just with just fingering. Actually, the last one was November 1st, 2019, and it's mostly him putting his, it's called fingering, putting his index inside me. And I tried that out, and I had a good time. Thank you. I had a good time. And the rest of that was, I'm good. I'm going to sexually. I was not going for immediately sexually abstaining. But the whole wide world got sick. There was a big virus called COVID-19, so I was probably saved because I'm no longer gonna have sex. We're all sick. I'm no longer gonna have sex. We're all sick. So what I did is masturbate. I remember having fun masturbating. I remember going to a sex shop and purchasing for myself a dildo again. The first dildo I purchased for myself was when I was 18 years old. Is the first time I purchased for myself a dildo, which I just put in the garbage. The first dildo I got for myself was in 2015. First dildo I got for myself was in 2015 or 16. Maybe 16. The first dildo I got for myself was in 2016. I was 18 years old. I got it when I was at a CJEP place. The second dildo I got for myself was when I was 21 years old. And I just got a dildo. And after my sexual experiences englobing penises and indexes, so they say it's fingering, which I think is a bit brutal. They say penetrating and fingering. Penetrating the penis inside the uterus, or fingering the finger inside the uterus. I think that's too brutal, so I would go for englobing the penis and englobing the index. So my sexual experiences from kissing to making out from my sexual experiences, from englobing to what's the other word? Or from oral sex to englobing, or probably from when I was 16 years old, almost 17, to when I was 21 years old, November 1st, 2019. Anyways, I was done with all that. It was COVID-19, and I decided to just masturbate the rest of it. So I'm like, I'm gonna cut the sex. Sex was super addictive. I was like, whoa, sex addict. Sex is addictive. And then I decided to masturbate the rest of it when I decided to stop having sex with strangers and, I don't know, weirdos. My friend got pregnant. It was December 2019, and she gave birth, and I don't know. I decided to stop because that's enough for me. For sexual experiences, I'm satisfied. I no longer want to have sex with strangers. I just wanted a good foundation for sexual experiences. And I was happy to have a foundation for sexual experiences just to be relieved. And afterwards, during 2020, I decided to masturbate. I was masturbating during 2020 to 2021. Then I stopped masturbating with dildos and all that stuff in 2022. 2022 and 2023, I did not masturbate. So I masturbated during 2021. I'm going for englobing masturbation. So englobing masturbation, englobing a dildo inside my uterus masturbation, englobing a dildo inside my uterus masturbation was during 2020 and 2021, and I stopped englobing a dildo inside my uterus as masturbation in 2022 and 2023, and now we're in 2024. Today we are January 11th, 2024. I was like, whoa, I'm a sex addict, but no, I don't need to go have sex with a bunch of people. I could just stay at home and masturbate if I really want to resolve my need. I developed a need for sexuality. If I want to resolve it, I have my dildo to masturbate, and I do not need to have sex with anyone. I'm gonna masturbate during 2020 and 2021. Then I'm like, okay, I'm done masturbating. I masturbated enough, and I abstained from masturbating. In 2022, I stopped, and 2023, I kept abstaining. So what you do in the shower? You could go in the shower and want to wash your genitals. Is it masturbation to wash your genitals? No, you're just washing them. So I think there is also a energetical detox from all that masturbation and sex. So I would probably touched on the surface my genitals, but I did not go inside my genitals during 2022 and 2023. in 2022 and 2023, I did not go inside my genitals, but I did wash my genitals in the shower and etc. I just slowly detoxed from all of that because it's also a process. I became a sex addict just for the sake of it. I did not want to have kids. You know, I was just experiencing with sexuality just for the sake of it, to be relieved. And then I was like, whoa, sex addiction, because I understood that sexuality could just become just an addiction. I understood that sex is addictive. I understood sex is addictive. Okay, so you need to be in control of your sexuality. Then I decided to stop penetrating myself, to stop englobing. I decided to stop englobing with my uterus. Anyways, I decided to stop englobing with my uterus for 2022 and 2023, and now we're in 2024. Today we are January 24. Now we are January 11th, 2024. I'm happy I got this video out the way. Have a beautiful day. So I would say I would feel better. I feel much better. I feel better that the whole planet, I feel better that the whole wide world planet knows my sexual history instead of just the people around me. I feel relieved that the whole wide world planet knows through this video about my sexual stories, about my sexual history, about how I went through puberty, my mental, my feelings, my thoughts, and all of that. I'm happy that the whole wide world knows about my history and sexuality, about my history and all that stuff, my sexual history instead of just the people around. Because I'm happy, feeling better that the whole wide world knows instead of just a few people playing in my head with their gossip. I will go for my friend to this day, today in 2024, playing in my head just a bit. She's gossiping about me. They're probably gossiping about her. Then she goes see me to gossip about me. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry, my friend, that they're all gossiping about you. I do not want you gossiping about me whatsoever. So I think it's much more relieving to tell the whole wide world everything and every details. I could even make a novel about my sexual history and all that stuff. I could write down a novel about my experiences and all. I could make a video. I could just make the video, get it out of my mind, and no, she's not gonna get to play in my mind. She's not gonna get to gossip about me anymore, because now it's all over. It's all online. All of it. I emptied my bag. I will go for emptying my bag, having a clean slate, just feeling all cleared up. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else to it. I'm done. I'm planning on either being asexual for the rest of my life or finding someone that's worth my time. If I find someone I'm actually interested and attracted to, those people I was not even interested or attracted to them. So what they do when you're in school is that they force you to be around people. When I was in school, they forced people upon me. Or in the comfort of my own home. In the comfort of my own home, I remember my mom forcing her boyfriend upon me. And I did not like the boyfriend of my mom, but he was forced upon me. So it's a bit like I was forced to be around people in school. I was forced to be around people in school, and people were forced upon me. And so, was I actually interested and attracted to those people I've been around? I don't know. So I would flush all that out, and if I found someone I'm really attracted and really interested to on a deep level, then I would give it a shot, give it my time. But it's mutual. I would do that, or I could remain asexual for the rest of my life, because I think there's much more to live for than sexuality. I'm excited to go to the restaurant, go to the movies. I will go to the restaurant just by myself, just for me. I have a good time with myself. I have a good time with my YouTube channel. I have a good time with my vision. I have a good time living, breathing. I have a good time going at the pool. I went to the pool today. I have a good time jogging, doing yoga. I'm excited for everything. I'm excited for everything about my life. Besides sexuality, I could put sexuality in a box, leave it there, and have the rest of it. Just the same than when I was a child. Besides sexuality, which you are asexual naturally when you are a child. Like, besides sexuality, I would keep going with my dreams. Like singing, drawing, reading books, cooking for myself, going to the movies. I could go to the movies just by myself because I'm independent. I could go to the swimming pool, etc. So that's that. So I would go for who knows about my sexual stories. Yeah, careful who you let know about your sexual stories, because sometimes they just want to mean, rude crunch you inside their head and gossip around. So it's trust who you let people know about your sexual stories. Why do they want to know? Do you want to let them know? Do you want to let them know? Or do they want to know? And it's the trust about who knows. And I'd rather have the whole wide world know, because I could trust the whole wild world more than just a few people. So I was having Paradise and Ghost and Everybody Wild World. It was all playing in my head, so I put all of that inside one video. I'm relieved. And next time I talk about my sexuality, maybe I'm gonna have it even more clearly. I'm gonna have my stories even more cleared up inside my mind, and I'm gonna have a even better time talking about sexuality and myself and etc. And I could have fun sticking to asexuality unless I have fun finding a husband. If my husband falls into my arms, that's cute. Go get married, Gabrielle. Go get married, find a husband. Hopefully your husband falls into your arms. If not, it's okay to remain asexual. Let's be just as gooder than one another. That was good too. Let's be just as gooder than one another. That was that for my video. So sometimes it feels like it was just a gossip. Today I was getting haunted a bit by ghost about sexuality and ghost. It feels like a gossip rude crunch. Like they were gossiping and rude trying to crunch me. They were trying to get to know all of those things. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? You just want to keep gossiping and playing in my head, You probably all have problems yourselves, and then you want to come see me with all your problems. They want to come see me with all their problems, and like, don't create me some problems. I had a peace of mind once upon a time. So instead of having the mean gossip rude crunch, they enjoy the rude crunch over mean gossiping, just like they got to something. I would install compassion. So I would go for, now I have compassion for me. I'm going to clear up all my little experiences. I'm happy I have experience, bottom line, and now they're all cleared up and neat, and everybody wild world's head, and everybody wild world's minds and head, and all of your heads, my fans in the wild world, my sexual experience are all clear and neat because I told you all of them. I told you all of my sexual experiences. They're all clear and neat in all of your heads because I told you all about them in a super clear, neat way inside my very own mind. It's clear and neat inside my mind, and I give it to all of you, and now it's clear and neat inside all of your minds. Or leave a comment in the bio, and I get to watch my very own videos. If it's not clear in all of your minds, my friends, you're free to leave a comment in the description, you know? If it's not clear inside all of your minds, my fans and spectators, you're free to leave a comment to need to know. What do you need to know? What, you know? So, instead of the gossip rude crunch, I'm installing compassion, and I was happy with my foundation for sexual experiences because I feel more confident of finding someone I'm actually attracted to. First of all, I focus on me. Once I'm done feeling great about myself, I'm going to focus on me and feel amazing myself. I'm heading out to feel amazing myself. I'm going to put some work on me. Then I'm going to find someone that equates me. So if it's social, financial. So I enjoy jogging in the morning. Maybe my husband will jog in the morning too. If I was just a couch potato, I would attract a couch potato husband. If I'm just a couch potato, I attract a couch potato boyfriend. If I go for joggings and eating vegan, I'm probably going to attract a jogging, eating vegan husband. So I put work on myself by going jogging and eating vegan, and I'm probably going to attract a jogging, eating vegan boyfriend. You know, so it's all good to me. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been January 11th, 2024. Have a beautiful day. Peace and love. Rock and roll. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love. Have a beautiful day. Bye. This has been Gabrielle Michel Côté. This has been the Sphinx. This has been Gabbie Floyd. This has been Gabu707. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Do you want to know anything? Leave a comment. What else could you possibly want to know? Anyways, you're free to do what you want to do. And goodbye. Goodbye.